Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope you're all doing well and you're all taking care of yourselves and you're washing your hands and maintaining your social distancing. So I was asked to give a segment, and today I thought it would be a good idea to talk about being patient with God. Now, patience with God at a time like this is difficult to say the least. I mean, we have all these plans where, we're planning for our future. We have this momentum built up, and then all of a sudden everything has come to a screeching halt. And it's hard, when you have everything mapped out and something happens and it just wipes all those plans away. So how can I be patient in circumstances like this? How can I be patient when everything that I've worked up for has had to be put on pause, and I don't know how long that pause is going to go for? So let's look at what patience is. So patience, if you go to the dictionary, it's defined as the capacity to accept or tolerate a delay or change in circumstances without becoming anxious or annoyed about it. Now, we have had to accept these new circumstances, there's no question about it, but whether we do that without anxiety or annoyance, that's completely up to us, and we have to choose how we approach it, and we have to choose how we become patient with God. So I just want to point out two key verses which I think are very relevant to these circumstances. So the first verse is, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." And that's Psalms 27 verse 14. And then the second verse is, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." And that's Jeremiah 29:11. So we've had it made very clear to us that God is with us every single step of the way. And we will have to wait on him, but when we do wait on him, we know that whatever fruit comes out of our patience is going to be something beyond what we anticipate, beyond, what we even hope for. God is in the future, and he's not only planned for your future, but for your salvation and for your eternity. You better believe that he's planning something amazing beyond our understanding. So how can I be patient though in these circumstances? I'm in the here, I'm in the now. I'm anxious, I'm annoyed, I don't know what's going on, and everything just seems to be changing so quickly. How can I not be anxious in a time like this? So I have 3 tips that might help. So the first tip I have is to look in your past and see what God has done for you. So just think of a time where you really saw God's hand was evident in your life. No matter how minuscule or no matter how small the problem is, just think of a time where he really did deliver. You asked him for something, and he not only gave you what you wanted, but he gave you more than you anticipated, and yet it still worked out for the best. And I'm sure if you look hard enough, there are going to be situations in your life where God has done that for you. So the second thing is to hope and anticipate for the best in the future. So like I said before, God is in the future. He's seen it. He is not limited to time, and he is definitely not limited to our very, very, human understandings. So when we think of all the wonderful and amazing things that the future has in store for us and that God has planned for us, it makes it hopeful. Hope is really important in a time like this, because it can be so easy to be weighed down and really, really upset by everything that's happening. But when you hope for the future, when you hope that something amazing and wonderful is going to happen, it makes you so much more optimistic, even in the most difficult of circumstances. And then the final tip I have for you, if you're not going to follow any of the first 2 tips, is pray, pray, pray. Because we're in a time of self-isolation now. This is your time to reflect on who God is in your life and what does he mean to you. And if God doesn't mean anything to you, and if he's not really a role in your life, if he doesn't play a role in your life, now's the time to start building that. And it can be hard, but I guess in a sense, voice your frustrations to God, because he's listening. If you're upset, tell God you're upset. If you're worried, tell God you're worried. If you're anxious, tell God you're anxious. If you're angry, tell God you're angry. Tell him everything, because he's listening and he wants to hear you. You are his son or daughter at the end of the day. So I hope those were helpful, and please take care of yourselves, guys. Look after yourselves and look after each other. I hope to see you all soon. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.